Yeah, good afternoon, Shubhra ma'am. It's a really an honor for me to learn a lot of things from you, and you have been an inspiration for all of us, being the young woman entrepreneur. And we have absolutely few questions ready for you, so that you can share the hands-on learning experience with us and guide us and motivate us to do better in life. So, welcome on
Hmm.
board, ma'am, and let me start with the questions.
Thank you,
So
Richa.
my yeah. So my first very question was: you have launched series of ventures related to education. So how has one led to the launch of the other?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. So basically, my first project was Kumon. So Kumon, we teach maths and English to children. It's a Japanese-based franchise where we work on ability development program. So what I felt was that very young children, toddlers, they are facing a lot of problem in fluent reading. And nowadays, reading is such a it's in demand, and parents want children to read quite fast and early on before even starting at the main school or in their LKGs. So I took my training in the Jolly Phonics format. So that's how I started with Jolly Jungle. And then when students were coming to us over the period of time, over the years, I felt that Ludhiana lacks in spoken English programs.
True.
And yeah, so I tied up with Trinity College London. We had approached them, and they have their annual certificates given in speech and drama and communication skills for children. So, a certificate held by Trinity College in Ludhiana itself is a big platform that children can, achieve. And that's how my Speak Out Loud classes were formed. And recently, I started with an evening club where we are shaping personality development for children, teaching them how to write neatly, working on their gross motor skills, fine motor skills. So I think every institute or venture that I've opened has a specialization. I would say, like it's a specialized field, and they are so different from each other but still integrated, because that's how a child will gain confidence and develop these certain skill sets. So yeah, that's, I think it was a ripple effect, and looking at the need of the parents, the students, and trying to give all my Ludhiana students an international edge. Yes.
Absolutely. Wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful. Well thought, rather. And what's the inspiration behind coming up with different ideas that led ventures in the same sector?
um, the inspiration behind it is my own son. I will not lie to you. So when okay, I'll share a very personal thing. When I was about to get married, my parents were looking for a right match for me. So I always used to tell them not Ludhiana at all, because I had studied in Mumbai, in Delhi, had been to a lot of countries before. So I used to say, I don't think I'll fit well here, so not here. But well, as stars would have it, as destiny has it, and I have a wonderful, supportive husband. I was married here, and I used to feel when I've always been very passionate about children and their development. So even in college, I used to teach children after my college used to get over. So then it got me thinking, what is my child going to learn here, and I'm going to be here, and I want my child to, when we step out from Ludhiana, any student, any child, even when I went to Delhi University, I used to be a very smart student here, and I'd always been a topper. But when I went there, I felt, there is something that's lacking. It's not the same. All these metropolitan students and children, they are way smarter, and that's how I approached Kumon. I kept applying to Kumon for more than 4 years. And they rejected my application every time, saying that this is a tier 2 city. We are not taking any applications for Ludhiana. And yeah, and luckily, after 4 years, they accepted the application. And Kumon Gurdev Nagar Center, that's the name of my center, got the fastest growing Kumon Center in India award. So you can imagine they also had no idea that Ludhiana parents are looking for these venues and ventures where they can send children to get that special edge. So my inspiration has always been my son. So when he was born, I thought, let me teach him reading and writing numbers before he even starts with the main school. And that
Very
works pretty well. And then all my friends circle or his classmates, that's how it all just started. Yeah, that was the inspiration,
So
my
I can actually derive one conclusion from your answer, that patience is also a key to success.
definitely. Patience, consistency,
Yes,
dedicated
because
commitment.
4 years patience is a big time, ma'am. Because I mean, without that patience, probably you could have given a backdrop
Given
and
up.
you wouldn't have run this successfully, right?
Yeah, but well, I would call that, that 4 year time period, because see, I was very, very sure that I want to bring only Kumon in Ludhiana, no other center. There are tons of, coaching centers for maths and English all across the world. But I really believed in the methodology of Kumon. That's why I was applying to it again and again. And at the same time, I felt that these 4 years, I really groomed myself because I could see myself in the vision that I need to be in this field. So I joined a school, a big school in Ludhiana. I gained teaching experience there. I did some certifications and courses. So I think I would call that period as the preparation period for this journey to get started, to
So
kickstart
to
this.
keep motivating yourself also for this.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And ma'am, what were the challenges you have to overcome at the beginning of your journey?
Uh, I feel a woman's journey is little more challenging than the male journey, even if the male counterparts don't agree to
Yes.
that. Because
Very right.
I came across this really wonderful image in a newspaper one day, where there's a starting line, like a race track, a starting line, a man and a woman, and like that referee saying, "Get set, go." In front of the man, there's only one house and the office. In front of the woman, there's a baby, the washing machine, the dishwasher, and so on and so forth. It's a long
Very,
line to reach to your office also. So,
yeah, very practical.
I'm thinking, yeah, so I feel there have been a lot of challenges in my journey. The first and foremost was, I think, that Kumon was not ready to give me the franchise which I've been really applying for. So this was a big, big, hiccup, I would call. But once I got it, knock on the wood, I have supportive, family members due to which I could take it up. But a big challenge was educating people here. They were not open to new techniques or new methodology. They would still call us a tuition center, ki tuition ita bhejna hai bachya nu. And
Yes,
so,
yes.
educating the whole society over here, that was
So
also
you need
another
to
major
you need to break those stereotypes, mentality and all.
challenge.
So, and then
Absolutely.
for that you need to push yourself also before pushing others.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. And ma'am, what advice would you like to give to someone who's trying to become an entrepreneur like you?
Okay, so my advice is rise up in your own eyes. It is, of course, it is very important to have supportive environment. Without a conducive environment, it is difficult to, work or maybe even become successful. But if you yourself don't value yourself, you don't love yourself, and you don't have that respect for your own self, so it becomes even more difficult. That is one of the biggest mental blocks and a big challenge. So if you believe or you have that conviction, then you can turn a lot of things around. And also at the same time, I want entrepreneurs to, understand that entrepreneurship is not a sole journey. It is not a lonely journey. You need
Yes.
to make sure that you are an inclusive leader. The more and more people you include, and the more and more people you encourage around you, that will become such a big backbone strength for your organization, for yourself, that you'll see yourself flourishing.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So trusting your own potential first and move on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And ma'am, what strategies did you use to market your business and your products?
Right.
Something
So
specific?
in the education line, first and foremost, what I started doing was I used to meet a small group of parents and take orientations for them because it was a very new method. So I didn't want to suddenly start too big. I wanted to take these baby steps, become more confident, in my own potential, in the results that I'm giving. And once our students started performing well, in tier two cities, a big advantage is the word of mouth because they are all small knit communities. And
Very,
even if you give one good result, it's going to show. So
yeah.
a lot of our students in the first year itself, 100 students of mine had got these international gold medals from Kumon. So
Wow.
I think that really created a buzz in the city that what is Kumon? How come your child is doing such fast calculations or reading so fluently and so on. And also I tried to go to a lot of schools speaking to educators because educators really value the importance of education. So they are the right people who can guide you also. So I used to go to a lot of schools. We took certain orientations for their parents, their set of peers and counterparts, and also social media marketing during the COVID time I started. I have not explored that area too much. Of course, we used to do an occasional post about the product or the service, but social media marketing, making reels, educating parents, making them little fun because the education line is not only fun. I understand that nowadays, you attach fun to learning, but it can't be too much fun when it comes to telling parents what we do. So I think social media marketing now has been one of my focus to grow and to market the
And the
services.
curiosity amongst the parents also was an edge to your strategy, I believe.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And what have you enjoyed the most about starting your own company, ma'am?
Um, the thing that I enjoy the most, okay. So see, I have a big smile because I really enjoy my work. I'm so passionate about it that I'm trying to figure out what's the most fun thing. I think freedom to choose, to decide, decision making ability in my hands, the reins of the horses in my hand. I think I really enjoy that. And
And
along with
that's the
that,
toughest one to get,
a lot of people.
actually. Yeah.
Sorry?
Freedom is the toughest one to get, actually.
Yeah, yes. And
That's
meeting a lot of people. I like to communicate with, parents, listen to their stories, know what the child is all about. So, talking, communicating with parents, with students. So I really love that. Yes, so I enjoy these things.
and ma'am, I'm very curious to know what are your future plans?
Okay, so this year has been a big, I would say, a big jump because I started with many more ventures. But my future plan right now in my specific line is to again have that same physical offline classes starting, and I want children to feel more comfortable coming back to school because till now they've been only at home in a cocoon again for 2 years. So getting
Yeah.
them back, motivating them, giving them that confidence that you are good, you are fine, and you can, come back to study. And along with that, like the vision that I have, I want to create a hub where not only children, I want to enter the adult education line like many people who don't want to really go abroad like then they appear for these IELTS or TOEFL or their English speaking examination. But what about people who want to work here who are not very polished with their communication skills? They don't want to join an IELTS center. So I want to create an spoken English or the grammatical, like English as a language for.
Okay. And ma'am, who's your role model? I mean, your son is your inspiration, but you might have grown up looking at various people and learning lot of things from them. So, who's your role model? I was very curious to know about it. Um, who you picture as your role model?
Okay. So my role model are two people in my life. The first and foremost role model is my own mother, because I have really seen her working hard. Even though she's a housewife, I have never seen my mother just sit and waste time. She always used to encourage me a lot into reading. She's an avid reader herself. And the best gift that she would, feel that I've given to my children is getting books. So since childhood till now, we had that habit of reading every day. And I really want entrepreneurs to get this habit of reading, reading about autobiographies, biographies, which motivate you, and along with that, self-help books. Because the best thing that you can give yourself is to keep on working on yourself. So yeah, so Mama has been a big motivator. Anytime I'm low, she's always there, and she just makes things quite easy because she has that eye to look at things very positively. So
Wow.
sometimes I would say, this is not, how can you be happy in this? So, she would always tell me, your nazariya, the way you see things has to change. So count
Yes.
your blessings before, you start complaining. So Mama has been a big, big role model. And my second role model, I would say, is Mother Teresa, because the way she's compassionate and loving to everybody, it's so beautiful, the kind of love that is hidden in us as human beings. So
Yes.
I think even if I come like an iota of the kind of love and compassion that she uses in my field of work, where I'm dealing with children, that is so important to give them that love, confidence, and encouragement, and blossom the flowers, these tiny dots. So I think both of them have played a huge impact in my life.
Great, great, ma'am. Very good to hear all the inspiration which you have given to us, all the motivation which you have given to us, to our budding entrepreneurs. I'm sure they will be learning all these values and ethics and how to conduct yourself and being a successful entrepreneur. So it was wonderful having you on the board, ma'am. And we are really, really inspired by your words, and we look forward to more successions in future too, to continue to give motivation and inspiration to everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
ma'am.
so much for giving this opportunity. It was lovely interacting with you. And for all the entrepreneurs, best wishes from our end. No entrepreneurial journey is easy. So whenever you choose and you set your mind to it, be prepared for every challenge, but take it head on. Don't get demotivated.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.